He has the 95. I'm en route to the triage.
That one's gonna want to bait.
A Fortnite level skin. I mean, yeah, it is. I can't believe that. I would never even think about wearing something like that. Wait, is it metal? Hold on, I need to look. Oh my god, it's a metal. It's like a full metal outfit. Jesus Christ. What's your question, Brandon?
Who is primary?
Yeah, what's the question?
I just want to make sure we had a primary because it seems like there's a lot of different people directly.
400. Who's I'll just be primary. Jesus Christ. I am primary, Brandon.
Copy.
Okay.
47976 Tola with the Sanchez.
It's getting pretty tired. I'm getting pretty tired of having to
got one impound worker inside. No other individuals. I'm gonna check the perimeter real quick. Stand by.
Wow. I hate people who just have loud exhaust. Like who has got a tiny dick, okay? Whoever that person was has got a tiny dick.
Just go forward the impound lot.
The title? Fury Boxing Guard Dogs. How many spikes do I got? I got one left in there. Have I got enough in here?
Motorcycle has been impounded. Units at the impound lot are returning to service.
Simple, thank you, Jigs. Right, 400, have we had someone on evidence collection?
458 is also on evidence collection. We got evidence over our bill and the shootout on the freeway. We're gonna head to MRPD and process it now.
10-4. 230, 400. 230 from 400.
Go for 230.
Where did you originally get shot?
Orchardville and Hangar Way.
Do you know the little motorcycle alleyway?
Alright, Trevor, just to confirm, Jigs, did you grab evidence from that scene?
Yes, sir. Evidence has been collected from the original shootout on Orchardville.
Alright, perfect. Additional units be advised, we do have shots fired coming from the hospital to our northeast. Be on the lookout.
We did have marabuntas on fudgeling, so most likely them.
Yeah, I haven't seen her in a really long time. She dead?
I'll get you. Right.
Do I have 2 available units that can help me from the meth car? Was brought to MRPD because 70 is called.
Better now?
370.
Looks like you got no.
Logan, you able to process him?
Well, officers,
Yeah,
he's good to go,
shot
by the looks of it.
shot at
we
him,
can just
shot
help
him,
him
and I
up,
grabbed him
and
off the highway,
that's
so I don't know
but,
what charges to give.
No, I don't want the liability of that. Take him to the hospital, please.
Yeah, she FTO'd me.
Okay.
We gotta go to the hospital anyways.
Alright.
Always make sure they got
She was probably fine.
Yeah, right.
Alright, 400. Both the suspects are loaded up in the ambulance and ready to move. So, yeah, let's have some people stay back on evidence if we still need to do that. Otherwise, I just need 2 units with me to go to the hospital. Everyone else is good to go.
776 to hospital has a 95.
Same traffic.
The name's in that.
We good to go?
10-9 Nova.
Okay.
Yeah, you good to go.
I did not get the name for my 95.
ET is the other one.
Hey, Rain. Right, 400, we're moving out. 76, hospital, 295s.
I'm Fred, I'm alive. Good to hear you alive, Trader. Very good. Thank you.
23 at the hospital.
234, 400 now.
Send it.
I'm going to be sending Bass a performance review, giving you with the only cop to go down in that shootout.
I saved other cops during that.
Honey, can we please not give a performance evaluation for stuff like that? I typically go down first.
Alright, gentle.
Oh, yes.
You alright, mate? You need medical?
See, Dark, the reason why people go down first is usually because they keep up with the chase with the, you know, shoot them first. I was told by criminals.
Okay, alright.
Yeah, exactly. Thanks, Fury.
Alright, tenfold.
Medical ward's clear.
Alright, Dr. K did this. Okay, I'm
You
going
okay,
to
ma'am?
here. Okay.
Me?
Speak to Dr. K.
Yeah, you
I'm
wait.
waiting for Dr. Perry.
You're waiting for Dr. Perry? Okay.
This is
Are the
Cindy
doors
Harper.
to Ward B in the hospital always open?
Oh, is checking here with Dr. K.
I'm doing good, thank you, Ryan.
I'm not too sure. But 47 be advised.
I think I missed a
Blue
sub.
slash
Baked
light
Messiah, thank you for the tier 1 sub. I really appreciate it.
I don't know what I'm trying to say.
Thank you, thank
They
you.
were on radio. Just be on your guard. They're actively on radio.
70's 23 to the impound lot and check the buses.
He's changed the dark expression. He's mad.
This appeared to be code for the impound lot.
Yeah, he did, yeah.
Yeah, he did.
Thank God, I haven't had that for ages. I used to be an issue when we would dispatching.
We're missing a 95. Oh, there. Never mind. We got him.
Cognacetti has been impounded. Code for the impound lot.
Temple. Papa 61 welfare check.
Alright, 230s, 95s loaded up.
10-9 dark.
174 is coming downstairs with 95.
For 3, 10, 8, 76 to Papa 61.
Temple, thank you, Temple. Papa 61 from 400. Are you Ocean King?
10-9?
Are you Ocean King?
April?
Alright, just checking.
230, 76, Mission Row 195.
The 174, same traffic.
$476 Mission Row. 10-7. Dispatch, you can mark the 1037 Alpha code 4. All units are available to go back 10-8, apart from myself, Logan, and Rhodes.
370 trust position and back, channel 2.
We are on channel 2.
I was on channel 2.
There was no real reason to move you guys.
Hey, firm 370 show 10-8.
That marking you at 12:37.
All right. Oh my god.
Yeah, I just wanted to. I was curious who was primary because I was gonna take over if like there's no like actual primary on scene. That's all.
Okay,
It's
no,
kind
no.
of quiet. That's all.
Yeah, no, I didn't have an issue with you asking that, but thank you, Brandon. I
Okay.
appreciate it.
Yeah.
He's a good lad.
Dispatching 174 is going to be 10-7 processing.
230, same traffic.
I already said I'm 10-7, so we're good.
Whoever I hit with the door, I'm sorry, I couldn't see you. You know, we need little windows, honey.
I
We need
agree.
little windows on these doors so we can see what's on the other side.
Yeah, honestly, I think that would actually be better because my face getting smacked into the door.
Oh, sorry.
Ow.
Let me know when you're not there.
All right, what was in this thing?
That's okay.
Hmm. Oh, we're good. They didn't even tell us.
How rude.
I'd like to think so. I think that's fairly rude. All right. Let's search you here.
Yep.
What am I doing? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I'm hungry. I'm full.
Where's the... There's the evidence from the 37 Africa.
75% caffeine, 50% NOS, and 1%.
Nova, do you think airing this out to everyone's a good idea, or should we keep it internal?
I do. Richard, I
What-
don't know what I've done wrong.
What have you done?
I don't know, Richard. I called Dakota, my best friend.
That sounds really good, actually.
You called Nakota your best friend?
And now my wife says everything's fine.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I would.
You know what? I have a best friend and a girlfriend, and I call that my best friend. Don't have this crisis. Not my girlfriend.
No,
But my best friend.
no, Jesus Christ. Nobody asked for your opinion, Logan. You're just making it worse.
I love my wife, and I'm not going to have sex with Dakota.
I never said you would.
Jesus Christ, Lee. You better keep your mouth shut.
All right, I'm gonna
Oh
go out
my
on patrol.
God.
I'm trying.
go
I'm
out on
really
patrol.
trying.
Jesus
patrol.
Christ.
I'm
You're causing
trying.
yourself issues, woman. Okay,
I'm just trying to make her happy.
Where's the photos of the stuff that was in the armored car? Is that Fury?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna get the evidence in there for you.
Hey, dork.
Hey, could you add in the meth car evidence to the report for me?
Most certainly.
Okay, thank you very much.
Anytime.
Bye-bye.
I'm trying to figure out if... I feel like I would charge people in the car with an accomplice, but people trying to assist with an accessory. Either way, as long as we get sort of the base level charges, that's fine. Second.
Yeah.
Okay, the evidence is in for the Browning high-powered OTT head.
Is it hot?
No, just from this. Just hits it. That's it.
All right. So I've got Frankie. Frankie Fletcher. The double I on her name gets me every time. Incident. All right, so what are we pushing here?
Well, we've been doing accomplice for all the Hydra ones and everything else, so
That's fine. I'm willing to push it. I just know that she was in a stratum when someone was called out as I think Fury called out. The passenger got out. They have a skull mask, but I never saw them. I saw the alleyway that was directly to the right of the car. I didn't see them, and so I went around, and that's when I saw the stratum with Frankie in it, or at least someone wearing the same mask that Frankie was with the horns. That being said, the stratum then disappeared for a while, and then we ran into the motorcycle incident. But
so how can we prove it's even related to the 37 Alpha?
That's actually complicated. Hold on. So the motorcycle came and picked someone up from... Oh my, I'm not remembering the exact details here. It started with the vehicle being spiked. There were then a lot of vehicles registered to Hydra in the area. Then there was... When did the original motorcycle come into play? Because that original motorcycle ties everything in. Is they picked someone up and then they went down into the tunnels. Except when they did that, they struck something and the motorcycle got disabled. Then they ran eastbound on foot all the way to the Abe Milton Parkway exit. They exited on foot. They somehow got past snow. When they did, they then got picked up by additional motorcycles. There was 2 motorcycles, and there was one Raiden, I believe is what was called out. Neon, something like that, an electric car. We lost visual of the motorcycles. Snow pulled off of them because of the call out southbound on Las Lagunas for the Raiden. I then went to the general BSK area, and I saw 2 motorcycles in the area. One of which went behind the parking garage. The second one was occupied twice, and that's the one I chased on the train tracks. That was occupied, again, 2 times. The original motorcycle is registered to OTT as well. And it was hidden, and they swapped to that somewhere. Trying to remember where.
Me and Nova aren't the right people to ask because we were on the 37 Alpha call the whole time until the shots were fired.
Be a Brandon call.
Okay.
Let me call him. Give me a second.
Other than if it's a accessory accomplice to
Brandon,
whatever
you're
was
an
found in
Erwin,
the
right?
car, how many attempted murders are we putting?
Question.
That's a good question. We'll have to have 3 on 1 there.
Swapped to the first motorcycle that got disabled.
See how many people get shot at. Because I didn't, so I don't know.
Where was that? It was like a dead end alley or something. I don't know.
Listen, I'm gonna leave you guys to it. If you have any issues, just let me know. But otherwise, I'm gonna get out of there. Good work. Yeah, hey, Viv. Oh, fuck, I'm gonna have to ask Rose to write the report.
They then jumped out, went over a small wall and a motorcycle. They then fled. Then they tried going down into the tunnels by kind of Life Invader-ish area, like general area, not like close to that. Then their shit got disabled. They ran on foot east all the way to Abe Milton Parkway. Then when they exited Abe Milton Parkway, they got onto 2 different motorcycles in addition to a Raiden. Snow pulled off the motorcycles in Air 1 to go for the Raiden. Then we lost all of them because no one actually had visual of the Raiden. We were just calling, or it was called out as the last visual. Then I respotted the motorcycle by BSK area. Then we pursue. They tried going through the motorcycle alley. I went for a block. They were then knocked off. They then started shooting. We returned fire, and then they downed Raider, shot at me. I don't know if Jigs got shot at. We're gonna have to verify. But that's the gist of it, right? Okay. No, that was registered to OTT though. That I'm confident of. I'll head over and deal with that as soon as I'm done processing. No, it's fine. It's fine. Processing may take a while, so I'm not. Don't worry about it. I'll take care of it.
Left us roads to write the report.
If you could, I'd appreciate that. Thank you. Bye. Okay, so that's what happened. Y'all heard what I said, right?
Pretty much. So yeah, dude.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, it's up to you, but I've been speaking to Brian about this, and we need to be unified in like what we're pushing for 37 Alpha. So because it's becoming more common.
230.
So
what was located in the trunk of the vehicle?
Meth, 500 grams.
A lot of meth.
Ooh. I mean, are we pushing for warrants here?
You should. I'm not. I'm going
What's
to bed.
up, Haley? Grand Theft Auto. Yeah. Yep. We'll do that one. Not a problem. Bye. I'm trying to gather the exact details because I don't remember them for when the vehicle was disabled to when they were eventually in another car. To like 100% tie everything in. Does anyone know who was present for that?
I really don't know. Maybe
Okay.
Michaels, Chaz Michaels.
We have a lot of units on duty.
Listen, I can tell you for sure. Nova, can you confirm? Neither of these two were in the primary vehicle, right?
No.
No, I didn't think so.
Frankie was in a Stratum that was on Carson and not the same mask that was called out for the person who was originally the passenger after the vehicle got spiked.
Mm-hmm.
So, or maybe it was before it got spiked. Either way, I can confirm Frankie was not in that car.
But Snow could confirm that it was the same bike, right? Because he called it in Air 1 that it was the same one. Or was it you that called it? Because you called it out on the radio that it was the same.
What bike are you referencing at that point?
So when we lost them, and then you found them again in the south side.
Them, yes.
But how did you know?
I saw Frankie on the bike with the mask, and it was occupied twice, and it was following another motorcycle occupied once. And Snow had called out that he was chasing two bikes. I saw them at a distance. I went in their direction, and then again, Frankie's mask matching up. I pursued it. They fled.
Okay.
But is this enough to tie them in if we don't have anyone coming forward with information tying from the 37 vehicle to whatever they fled in afterwards? Because I don't recall.
You have to call Snow.
He went 42, I think. I'm not sure.
Oh, he did? Oh, no. Yeah, he did.
Let me call Brandon again. Brandon was in Arrow.
We could just bluff it. Just go with them with the charges and see if they plead guilty or not. Get them out of here quicker.
Brandon, do you recall when the vehicle was abandoned off of Greenwich Parkway and what vehicle they got into?
I feel bad leaving.
That was the one I was chasing. Okay, all right. No, that's it. That's it. The Black Sultan that then was abandoned in an alley by Bay City. They then jumped onto the motorcycle, registered to OTT, got disabled, ran through the subway, went Abe Milton. Okay, that's it. That's it. I got it.
Nice.
Got it. Okay, perfect. Thank you. All right, perfect. So that's the tie-in.
Okay. Awesome.
Now that being said, personally, I would feel more comfortable pushing an accessory charge. I think someone who was not present, and when I say not present, I mean not in the actual car, should instead be charged with accessory to said crime. I mean, at the end of the day, the charge is the charge. For me, as long as they're being charged with, you know, the actual correct charge, whether it's, you know, principal, accessory, or accomplice, doesn't bother me. But because they were trying to,
It's because it has implications for drug trafficking. That's why.
What implication?
The judges don't like accessory drug trafficking charges. But just if you want to do accessory, that's fine, considering the circumstances, right? I'd agree with this. And then if it happens again, you know, just push the accessory. That's fine.
Okay. The reason is I would consider this accessory after the fact because they were trying to pick up someone from a crime that we can't prove that they were originally present for, if that makes sense. That's why I'm justifying this as accessory versus accomplice.
I need to ask, accessory to felony intent to distribute, or
yes.
Okay.
Who has the drugs?
They're in the evidence locker.
All right, 1 second.
There's 500 grams of meth.
I only saw your call sign, Rhodes, and then of course we have Drader that was shot on scene. So attempted murder ×2.
Was anyone else shot? Did anyone 311 outside of me and? Okay, then we're going with 2. We're going with what we've got. If people aren't paying attention,
yeah, we have Drader's. Yeah, we have Drader's blood, and he was down on scene.
Oh no! Did you get that blood that was down on the beach?
Yeah, it was Alexandra's.
Oh.
Oh no. All right. Felony possession with intent.
She's my bestie.
Oh God, be careful.
Check if mine is a hot gun.
So accessory, felony possession with intent to distribute.
Yes, correct. Mine is a hot gun. 1 second. There's a casing. I don't know what it comes back to. BSK gang shooting. Is this for a gang related?
Probably.
Okay, 3 people got charged with gang related, but 1 person got charged not with gang related.
Because that sounds familiar.
Yeah, I heard like so Charlotte, like from
the
the
reporting
like,
officer
reached
is
out
Gregory Johnson
and was
Suzanne
asking.
Davis.
Apparently, you were like very critical.
What do you want?
Listen, hear me out. I'm reformed. I would like an interview. Just hear me out. Hear me out. I'm reformed, Doc.
Ah, that's so funny. Yeah, we've got an open janitorial position.
Really? Where?
Mr. Rowe.
What do I have to do?
Have you got a degree in janitorial? James?
Oh my God! Yeah.
What are you eating? Why are you calling me an eating shit, man?
I'm eating in my apartment. I'm sat on my dinner table on my laptop. Just
You're job hunting? What did you get this off my number off in Indeed? What the fuck are you doing, man?
I saw your post on LinkedIn.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm actually legal citizen now. And I would really like an interview.
Okay. Yeah, you can come down and interview for the janitor job if you'd like. Let me check your profile really quick. When was the last time you got arrested?
A little while ago.
Like
I'm
today?
not sure exactly. No, not today. I'm not sure exactly.
How were you reformed when you're not even expunged yet?
What?
You're not even expunged.
What do you mean? I'm telling you, I'm not a criminal anymore.
Okay, and I can tell you I'm fucking Neil Armstrong. It's not gonna make me walk on the moon.
Could probably arrange that.
3
Do you
days
wanna go to
ago,
the
man.
moon?
3 days ago.
Yeah, that's. But when before that, huh?
8
Come
days
on, when
ago.
before? Yeah. See, there's a bigger gap between getting caught for doing crime.
Right, and then no, it was 8 days ago, but it was twice on the same day.
Yeah, one of them was. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of them. Yeah.
And just a month ago, you were involved in Snow getting shot.
That was because of Reed. I didn't even want to shoot. I wasn't even driving. I was high and I was in the passenger seat and I was cozy. I was like really like sunk into the seat, you know? And then Reed, for some reason, gets out the trunk after pretending to be a hostage with a PD Glock in his hand whilst he's holding his backpack straps and wonders why Snow pulls out a gun on him. Reed shoots two in Snow's face or chest, or I don't fucking know, probably misses them, to be honest. It's Reed. And then Snow obviously is trained way better than a high Reed. Blaps him in his fucking shoulder or something, I don't know. And then I have to get out with a sawed-off shotgun that I didn't want to use and shoot them.
Why?
Both of them.
Why?
Because why are they shooting each other? They should grow up.
But you shot Reed?
Yeah. Both of them in one.
That was an accident. We had some blue on blue, huh? That Reed wasn't happy about that.
No, Reed was in the way.
Does Reed even know that you shot him in the back?
Intentionally? No, he thinks it was an accident. Who deserved it? Who's been a bit of an asshole?
Yeah, I'll call you right back. Pick up. We're stirring the pot. Oh, he's not around. The one time that I actually want to speak to Reed is the one time he's not around.
You actually call me back?
I did, yeah. Reed didn't pick up. Listen, have you got a degree in janitorial services?
I was a janitor for 5 weeks at tuna shop, and then I got a job for 7 months working 7 hours a day. I was pretty good.
Not bad. Tuna shop's a bit, you know.
I used to be legal. I didn't even race. Yeah, because it's dirty now. I used to work there like a year and a half, 2 years
Listen,
ago.
you clean your acts up and we can talk about an interview, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right. I'll see you when you're a... If you were my son, I would make myself a eunuch so I didn't have to poison the planet again.
Over it, right?
Yep.
But yeah.
Hi guys.
Yeah. Hey, how you doing?
Fantastic. So great.
Yeah, that doesn't sound convincing. What's going on?
Just an immaculate amount of incapableness.
Yeah, I heard you on the radio.
Do you want to talk about it, Doug?
I mean, it was happening yesterday. It's happening today. What is happening? Are people like slipping into their pajamas now? The restructure's over.
I don't want to talk about it.
Come over here,
About
Doug.
the
Come on.
accessory charge.
I can try to explain that in just a second.
Everybody's getting too relaxed, Vivian. They're all like, "Oh, let's throw on me jammies and put me feet up with a cup of tea."
It's a classic case of, oh, hey, somebody else will do it. So I think we need to very much get into the habit of assigning call signs to do specific things. It's very silly that we have to do that, but everybody's got that mindset of, oh, somebody else will pick it up.
Mm-hmm.
And people aren't utilizing 311 enough. In my experience, like I would 311 absolutely everything unless someone's life was immediately in danger, and then I'll call it out. And I think more people need to utilize that on big situations like we just had.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, there's a lot that we're trying to work on. There's a lot of people who just have these, you know, the need to be the person talking all the time, the person, you know, sort of delegating and then dipping. There's a lot of that as well, which is another issue. Like if you're gonna be primary and delegate scenes to people, you need to be there till the end. You don't just dip to the next call when you finish that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's something that I'm trying to work on. I came in on duty the other day about an hour or so after storm.
It gets worse after storm.
I got met with Brian Knight being like, thank God you're here. We need to hold it down. Patrol is going wild. And I'd heard that there'd just been like big situation after big situation, which continued while I was on duty, but we managed to keep it together a bit more. I'm sort of looking forward to hopefully the soon TM Academy, because we need to go over a lot of this.
We're still waiting on the
not so
conference
much
room, right?
cadets. Yeah, it's not so much cadets. It's
Well, the
full-blown
cadets pick up
officers doing it.
on the bad habits from officers, right? And they not so much pick up on the good habits, which is the fucking annoying thing. They would pick up on both.
I'm trying to give feedback to people individually when I see it.
Yeah.
Like it's rough.
I got a question for you though. When Brian was panicking and you guys had to hold it down, was there any senior officers around or senior deputies?
Yeah, there was. Yeah.
On patrol, Viv.
Wait, was that?
Because that was when I called him to see if we could get the airspace closed down because of the fucking Russian jet shooting down Ripley in the submarine. At the time, there was 5 or 6 people on duty. None of them were seniors, and it was after a big situation, like a big 13 situation. Yeah,
so
big
everybody
13
else was in the wraps of like, doing all the work for that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But the point I was trying to make anyway is that, you know, we shouldn't need sergeants around to lead a shift. That's what the seniors should be there for. You know what I mean?
I just told everyone to back the fuck off and
I think the seniors
not
were
deal with
wrapped
it.
up. Yeah.
Yeah, everyone at the time. That very specific one, yeah. Alright, I think you need this here.
What is it? A cyanide pill? No.
Cup of tea?
What? No. It's tea.
It is tea. I don't normally drink tea that has any color that isn't biscuit colored, but I'll drink this.
Wait, what color is that?
It's a pride tea.
This is pride tea.
Oh. No.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a tea place by Boulevard El Perro.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
Good tea.
Yes, there's English breakfast tea as well, which I did leave Aaron at our mailbox yesterday.
Yeah, but what tea bags?
They do have some tea bags. Actually, don't know if they have English breakfast tea on tea bags, but they have a few. I know that they have lavender.
I'm gonna burn that place to the ground.
Oh, what brand? What brand do you guys?
It's their brand.
Yorkshire Gold.
Yeah, they don't have that. It's their own brand.
Own brand? Jesus Christ! Just send me to the animals and let me be eaten, man. What is this? What is this city going to?
Oh my god!
It's
Might as well be
bad.
buying tea bags from Lidl, man.
Oh my god. Okay.
It could be worse, right?
No, it couldn't.
Jesus.
Oh god.
Okay. Well, yeah, I need to talk to people regarding stuff that was brought up regarding Suarez and an investigation, which I'm really pissed off about because I was looking at him to promote him to senior soon TM, and
What's it? Yeah,
to fix that now.
What is this? What happened? What is it? Give me a.
I don't know. I don't fully understand it. Something about missing an investigation and posting it onto a docket posting that he already had. But I'm confused because myself and Libby have looked at it and we see that there's a report on there, so there must have been a different report that was supposed to go on there.
So.
And it just didn't, and it's already been settled now.
I mean, yeah, I saw the docket posting. He did what he was supposed to by the looks of it, which was posted on the docket.
Yeah,
and then
DOJ didn't.
DOJ dropped the bag, fumbled the bag, and then it just got concluded by the Senate.
Yeah, but I think there was from what I can gather, they're saying that there was something else that was supposed to have gone on there as well, and I don't know.
What is this case?
It was the Aubrey Webster and Future Hendricks.
Oh yeah, the one that was summary judgment.
Maddie needs
Yeah,
help.
the summary judgment one, but
Maddie needs help.
there's apparently reports of Suarez. I need to find Snow. Is Snow still around? No.
He just went
Shit.
42.
God damn it. Yeah, I came 41 and we went straight out to the 78.
So was there like additional charges? Was that it to like add on?
I think so, yeah. I think that's what they're saying. Let me find the report number. Hang on.
Is it his report?
Hey, Dark, when you got a second, I would like to ask you a question in private.
Okay. All right.
Oh, is this the second year of it?
Yeah, this is the second. What's
Hey,
up?
Dark, this is going to make me look like a fucking idiot. I want you to know that. But I'd rather know 100% than not know. You know what I mean? Okay, so relating...
me.
It's okay. Relating to hot guns. So I just processed an individual. He had a hot gun on him. Okay. Let's say, because I'm not 100% sure, the gun is located on scene, the casings, and all other suspects have been charged 8 times attempted murder of an LEO. Does that person with that gun get charged with that, or do they get charged with the main crime? Or both, as an accomplice?
I mean, so the cases came from a shootout with police?
Yes.
Then yeah, they'd get the 8 times accomplice, yeah.
Okay, so what I've done just now is I found it linked to an S++ boost. So I hit the guy with Grand Theft Auto. However, his the suspects he must have been with were charged with 8 times attempted murder as well. So for moving forward, I'll make sure to do that. But I wanted to clarify that before I make that mistake again. But I figured I'd just make that call in the cells and get that guy, up to prison. So I'll make sure.
Wait, so you did charge him with the 8 times?
No, I didn't. I just charged him with the Grand Theft Auto.
But so okay, so you saw the casings were involved in a shootout, but you didn't charge him for the shootout.
Well, I mean, I looked at the casings were on scene, yeah, but I didn't charge him with it. No, I hit him with the accomplice Grand Theft Auto, and I figured I'd clarify later. I just wanted to get the guy, up to prison and make sure that he served his time.
Oh, the poor guy that tried to kill a bunch of police officers has got to wait a few minutes for you to come outside and ask me, and it took 2 minutes.
I totally understand, sir, but that's why I wanted to clarify so that I can do a better job moving forward. I understand that I may have made a mistake now, but understanding what I'm supposed to do and moving forward, that should never happen again.
Yeah, it shouldn't, Club. But thank you for clarifying. Next time, just come ask.
Nope, 100%. I will do that. I'll make sure to, and that's why I wanted to.
Who was it?
Cole Salah. He was tampering with security at a Fleeca bank. He attempted to get into his car. I tased him and handcuffed him on the
gang
spot.
affiliated?
Rust.
No, right.
So,
all right.
So I went ahead and I put him up. He went up for a good amount of time. He had heroin on him and all the sorts. So he was very upsetty spaghetti, sir. It was one of those situations where after I tased him and cuffed him, he said, "Oh, you don't want to have a little bit of fun?" To which I replied, "You think chasing cars is fun? Potentially killing civilians?"
Okay.
And he was very upsetty about it. But then I linked his gun and I just hit him with that. He pled guilty to it, so we're all set there. The report's all filed and whatnot.
Okay, don't let it happen again, please, Club.
Thank you. Will not happen again, sir. Thank you for clarifying. I appreciate you.
I mean, I get because it's this person, but it could have definitely just been pushed as a separate.
Yeah.
You figured it out.
Yeah, so there's an entirely separate report. I don't see Suarez mentioned anywhere in this report, but I guess they passed it over to him because he already had something on the docket. However, they could have pushed it to the docket themselves as a separate thing from the one that was already up there.
Who's they?
So it was Casterman spoke to Brian, because this is Casterman's report. So Casterman spoke to Brian. Brian and Casterman then apparently spoke to Suarez. And
Okay.
Suarez failed to attach it to his docket posting.
Okay. And that's why
I
it
don't
was
think
brought up
that's
to us.
necessarily Suarez's fault. Yeah.
I mean, it completely depends, because
I mean-
if Brian's a superior officer telling Suarez to do something, then it should be done.
I mean, yeah, no, I understand.
If it
that
was
part
done
of
to
it, but-
attach it, it is on him.
I mean, if that's all it was, hey, just put this in your docket, and that's it. I mean, it's not exactly difficult.
Yeah.
But we need to find out from, obviously, Castman/Brian of the details on that.
Yeah, I also need to speak to Suarez because I don't
Suarez,
think anybody
yeah.
has at the moment. So
Okay, yeah, let's get that handled.
yeah.
This is obviously, I mean, to be transparent, this is obviously one of my few worries about Suarez is, how good is he, and, how much focus does he put into non-pursuits? And,
He does, I mean, in all honesty, he has done he does do court cases, he does push things to the docket, but this one seems to be like somebody else's incident. They passed it on to Suarez, and it might have been as simple as he just forgot.
Yeah, I mean, this
Which is obviously bad.
Naturally,
but,
could
you
have
know.
been just a separate incident, but if it was discussed with him to do it and he didn't do it, then
Yeah, if he was
I guess
given
it's
order to do it and
separate
didn't,
thing.
it's on him. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's on him.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so that puts me back. I was hoping to do it soon as well, and this is going to set me back until I figure this out. But then also, I'm going to try and get him to work on a couple of things for me so that I definitely know that we're making the right choice. I keep getting questioned a lot by people like, "Hey, who are you looking at for senior?" Suarez being one of them, but then we've got things that we just need to iron out real quick because senior is a lot more than what it used to be.
Yeah, I mean, he's around right now, so you can ask him better now.
Oh, is he just come on GT? Okay.
I think so. I'm gonna go check all the roads, make sure he's alright.
Oh yeah.
You gonna do the Suarez first?
Do Logan first. Is he still here?
I just realized something.
He's still here.
Don't mind me. Don't mind me.
Everything
Hey,
all right?
honey, how's it going? Yeah, everything's fine.
pretty
What's
good.
up?
I was just wanting to come over really quick.
Okay.
I just wanted to make sure, because obviously I was with the 37 Alpha. Do you mind writing up the debrief for this? Because I was not involved in the Sultan foot chase bike pursuit.
Yeah, I don't mind. I don't mind writing it up.
Okay, thank you very much.
I think Haley writing a report as well from the perspective of Air One would be solid. But yes, I will 100% write up the report from my perspective.
Okay, perfect. Everything right with OTT?
Yeah, he was just inquiring about being charged as an accessory to felony possession with intent. And I made it, I explained to both Frankie and OTT that normally you cannot be charged as an accessory and accomplice to a possession charge. However, this is not just a possession charge. It's both the possession in addition to intent to distribute, and that can be charged as an accessory or we're not going to be sitting there charging a group of 5 people with a class 1 charge and 4 counts accessory to a class 1 charge. That's not going to happen.
Hey, that's constructive possession or something.
If we went down that route,
It's a
that would
rabbit
be
hole. We
problematic.
don't need
That's
to
why
go.
then we have to argue why we can't have nice things.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, well, I'm just making sure you're all right. Thank you for doing all this.
Yep.
I appreciate it.
So just a heads up, Nova was telling me that there's some problematic thing with being charged as an accessory. But the reason I didn't want to charge as an accomplice is because perfect example. When I explained to both Frankie and OTT why they're getting the charge at all, I can't logically
just need,
justify
like,
that
I
with an
just wanna take
accomplice
5
charge
minutes-
as much as I
5
can
minutes
with an
to chill,
accessory
man.
after the fact charge.
Yeah.
For me, again, it comes down to if the person, if we had proof that they were involved in, let's say, the original shooting of where this vehicle was stolen, that would be one thing. I would be willing to charge for, you know, accomplice. But if we don't have anything tying them in prior to interference, essentially, I can't in good faith charge them as an accomplice because I couldn't explain that to a judge. And I try to run everything through my mind of how would I explain this to a judge? And if I can explain it in front of them, right? Like, you know, the 95s, if I can explain, hey, you're being charged as an, you know, accessory after the fact, all I have to do is repeat that same information to a judge and it would make perfect sense. But I can't justify an accomplice charge if I can never prove they were there to begin with.
No, that makes sense. I think if Nova's saying that judges have issues with accessory charges like this being used to push drug trafficking, I think that's probably going to be something that will be ironed out once the detective stuff is up and running. Between you and me, I don't know whether it's public or not, Nova's going to be running narcotics over there. So I think there's a big push from Brian, especially with the state attorney's office now, to bring these issues forward and have a good line of communication to iron them out. So hopefully the discussion can be had where it's, you know, even if someone does get accessory like this, then we can still push drug trafficking and it's not an issue. Save us having to twist the definitions a little bit of accessory and accomplice in a situation like this where, you know, we might not feel comfortable doing so, right?
Yeah, I agree. I mean, with how it's written, I can't see why any person who's found guilty of felony possession with intent to distribute, right? Like that's simple, right? But
that's true. Yeah.
It's the charge, and if they're willing to take in accomplice but not accessory, that wouldn't make sense, right? If the argument is, well, they weren't charged with felony possession, they were charged with accomplice, that would be one thing, right? But that's not the argument. If accomplice qualifies, so does accessory. I'm not sure. I don't know.
It's made me kind of question things a little bit. It's like how much of, you know, court cases are defined by judge opinion versus like the law, right? Like if judges, if it's a judge opinion that, you know, accessory shouldn't be worked against drug trafficking, but, you know, realistically by definition it should be used, right? So
yeah,
I don't know.
Because the prong that we're going for is proof or evidence that they manufacture or cultivated, or no, I lied. They show a pattern of drug distribution or felony possession of CDS, demonstratable through 3 or more provable instances. If you are consistently associated with helping people in large quantities of drugs, I do believe you qualify for that.
Yeah, I would agree. I think that's why I think Nova and Brian agreed too. That's why they've, you know, wanted to. I don't know. I think anybody involved in these 37 should be on the table for drug trafficking. So, yeah, I think they're just making sure that's happening.
I don't know what was found earlier because when I originally got on duty and got my vehicle repaired, one of the Harmony mechanics was telling me, "Oh, I did the S+ earlier and got caught, and they were charged with 8 counts attempted murder of a government employee, right?" And then he also told me that the meth run had already happened, and that the remainder of my shift should be fine.
Wait, yeah, already told me that too.
Wait, who said that?
The dispatch.
I may have repeated that on radio at some point. I'm not sure. Actually, no. Dispatch was probably around when that occurred. Either way, right? Like that. We're now in a situation where there was an armored vehicle earlier in the day and there's one now, right? So 2 occurred within this shift.
Jesus Christ.
It's becoming more common, but I don't know how fruitful raids are going to be post 37 alphas when these people know exactly what they're doing. They're going to ensure that their shit is clean, and unless you have their warehouse, It's pointless. But that is actually, you know what? I have a solution. Not to warehouses, but I have a solution.
Go on.
Don't hate me for saying this, okay? Right now, we do not do key holder raids, right?
Good idea, reroll. Yeah, we don't. Right.
Okay. And the justification for that is
Wrangler.
These individuals do not hold the key to the storage of these properties, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Uh-huh. But you know what they do have?
What?
A vehicle parked there in a clean person's name that they put everything in that they can pull out at any point in time and anyone has access to.
Yeah.
We can't touch those cars.
Yup. I think this is.
I think if we raid a property, every vehicle parked there, fair game.
Wait, it isn't already? Yeah.
No, you have to specify what vehicles, and you can't even tell what vehicles are parked there.
Oh, you're fucking right. That's stupid. Imagine walking imagine going to a search warrant and there's this big fucking garage with a bunch of cars in, but you have to walk past each of them and you can see it, you can smell the drugs coming from inside all the cars, but you can't touch the cars. That's stupid.
The problematic part is we don't know what we don't know, right? Like if there is a clean person with keys to a property, if someone is clean enough to not even have an MDW profile, we have no way to verify what vehicles are parked there. None, right? Because we go there, we only look for vehicles owned by a specific state ID.
Yeah.
And that's it. That is That is all we do.
I feel like this I've been thinking about this lately, and this is, I think, a problem with the PD and the DOJ. We're very static. Like every day we go and do the same thing, and very rarely is anything pushed or changed at all. Like even when we push charges, like how many charges have really been like changed based on things we've pushed or anything like that? There's really nothing.
It doesn't happen often. It really doesn't happen often. Listen, Reed had Adderall. Okay, and I was like, Reed, you can't have this. Yeah, you don't have a prescription. And he pretty much told me flat out, there is no law against it. And I couldn't dispute that. I had to. It is labeled as Adderall.
Yeah.
And therefore, I had to return it.
Imagine people walking around with little label makers, and they just put a label on their bottles of unknown pills.
But what else am I supposed to do, right? That would be an illegal seizure if I had taken it and kept it. I mean, sure, I could argue 60 days for investigation, but I'm not the type of person to push that line unless my intent truly is to investigate. Like, I'm not going to tell someone, well, you know, I'm going to hold on to it for 60 days. Now, I bluffed the other day with someone with a katana who robbed a bank.
Yeah, I remember that.
Who probably said some, I forget exactly the context, but some dumb shit happened. And I was like, you know what? That katana is a weapon, and I've got 60 days to investigate. So, you know, he was like, tell you what, I'll let you search my properties. And you know what the sad part is?
What?
Although I checked his cars, if he had anybody else living there with the vehicle and he dumped whatever he had on him in someone else's car, there is no way I can get into that vehicle.
Yeah.
Worst part? Let's say I witnessed someone. Let's say I physically witnessed someone pull out a van at their property. Okay, I take a photo of the vehicle. I have the license plate. And it's a fake plate. They put the van away. I literally do not have the ability.
You have no idea how to grab that, yeah.
You see how that's problematic?
Oh my god.
But like these are things that like, I mean, you know, I was high command, right? I was command for a very long time. I would sign warrants pretty frequently. But the reality is the reason I think a lot of times they aren't pushed is because the likelihood of them being of any value is beyond slim.
Yeah, I would agree.
Like right now, I saw zero reason to push this or to push a warrant on OTT. specifically because they weren't the ones in the car, right? Like if my argument to a judge is, hey, these people were never in the car, all they did was assist them, right? Like